Jami Jones is about to join us.
And what do you say we give Jami Jones a little bit of that reporter music to kind of bring her on in, shall we? There it is, Jami Jones. Who is she, Dave?
Jami Jones directs the editorial content for Landline magazine, from lug nuts to legislation, always with the trucker in mind.
Jami Jones, good morning. How you doing? That's for you, by the way.
That's the official announcement
That's
of
the
the
official
morning.
Jami Jones. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. I love coming on the show.
We love having you on the show, that's for sure. And boy, you've always got something big to do. You know, ever since you started coming on the show with this, big stuff has been happening. I don't know, coincidence?
Oh,
I don't know.
right. Oh my gosh, it feels like a fire hose of news in our faces right now. It's insane what's been going on.
Yes, it has been. And it's interesting, too, and we're going to zero in on the big zero-in thing this morning, of course, over in Florida. But it's interesting, and I was telling Jim earlier this morning that I've been around a long time, okay, and I don't remember everything, but I certainly don't ever remember anybody dealing with the trucking industry from the federal government dealing with the trucking industry through anybody but the Transportation Department. And this is the State Department, with Marco Rubio as Secretary of State saying the increasing number of foreign drivers operating large tractor-trailer trucks on U.S. roads is endangering American lives. He wrote that after you guys sent a letter out, and you guys are the guys who have stoked this fire, and it's been smoldering for decades now, though. And finally, it's kind of burst into flames. So, wow, I think that shows the power of what you guys have had since the mid '70s, when OOIDA was born in the midst of the Arab oil embargo.
Oh, 100%. I mean, OOIDA, and it's really funny because Landline is celebrating its 50th. October will be our 50th anniversary issue. So, I mean, there's so much, and going back through those issues and preparing, content for our 50th. It's so crazy how many of these issues have been around for so long. Mark Schirmer is actually preparing a piece on the English language proficiency for our October issue, and he sent me a link to an old op-ed that I did, opinion piece, if you will, back in 2007 about English only CDL testing. And he said, you and your crystal ball, and that's from 2007.
Mm-hmm.
And I started laughing and I said, dude, I'm serious. Some of this stuff just doesn't, it's like whack-a-mole, man. You just, you keep whacking it down. And, Jim Johnson and Todd Spencer, I mean, they've been here since, Jim was there since the beginning and died in, 2018. Rest his soul. Todd took over, and he's been here since dang near the beginning of the association. I don't know how they feel about it, but it's nuts how many times we've had to go back over these same issues. And it's like, oh, wait. And I think that's what's wild about this news cycle. Oh, wait, they're paying attention this time. The government's actually maybe going to do something about it. And I think that's what's really encouraging for those of us who have been in the trenches for so long, saying this is a safety issue. This is a safety issue. This is a problem. You have to do something about it. And all of a sudden they're doing something about it. And now we have even the State Department getting in on it. It's like, wow, that's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, granted, and we're not going to go down this rabbit hole, but having the State Department getting in on it, which means it is political. You can say that when the Transportation Department gets into it, it could be political. But this is strictly political. So that's what they are. They are a political organization within the government. So all of that being said, this is the first time with trucking getting this type of attention.
Play. Getting play.
Can we make this last for any longer than that traditional snowball in hell? Which is kind of like you think. Okay, that was our day in the sun. Back to, breaks over back on your heads, right?
Well, I've been kind of whining about it slightly, to be honest, because we have all these announcements and everything keeps happening, but the news cycle is so filled with it that it's like, okay, we have other problems in trucking that we need to be talking about too. And that makes it challenging. It's like we're in a one horse race right now, and that makes it challenging. But we, from a news perspective, and that's all that I'm saying. It's just, because you try and double source everything that you can. And right now we're working off a tweet, on X. Sorry, I really do despise the fact that Elon Musk took Twitter away from us, because tweets was easier to talk about than X.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I think it's still called tweets on X. I think he hasn't figured out a terminology.
I struggle with that one anyway. But no, I mean, it's just because it is so politicized. We're dealing with a very important issue that we hope that all of these things that they're saying are going to happen, but we're not seeing the backup documentation yet. We're not seeing that second source, and that's what we want to start seeing right now. But in the interim, it's okay. So we still have a truck parking issue. We still have these other problems. And so that makes it challenging from a reporting aspect, that you're like, okay, this is great. We're making so much headway here. There's attention on this issue. Let's not forget about the other ones. And by the way, while we're focused on the one, can we get some legitimate second sourcing out there?
Jamie, we are out of time. There is so much more to talk.
Trimmer's coming on later.
Yeah, he's coming on at the bottom of the hour.
Yeah, and
he'll give you the nuts and bolts on what actually happened. I'm just whining about what it's like to report on it.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what we wanted. We wanted the 30,000-foot view. Each one gives way to the next, and we love you. And of course, as always, about once a month we'll have you on for the long form and get more into the nuts and the bolts and the details of all the stuff you guys are working on and cooking up. Jami Jones is the managing editor of Landline. Thank you so much, my love, and we will talk at you soon.
All right, love you guys. Bye.